Hello, my name's Samuel Richards. I'm the bookkeeper for Within. For the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to be sharing a little bit about how I became a Christian, which will lead into how I became the bookkeeper for Within, what that involves, and in turn will cover why I'm appearing via video rather than in person with you all. So I was raised in a Christian household. When I was about 8 years old, my parents and I came to Within for the first time. As you can see, that was quite a long time ago, roughly 20 years. So that was back when you and Ginny were pastoring the church. We were part of the church for a few years. Fast forward to when I was 17 years old, which was beginning of 2013, started actively reading the Bible for myself, but I didn't have a relationship with God. Then in June 2013, I became seriously ill. Doctors were saying I would need a liver transplant, and then I realised my bone marrow was dying too. I then spent about 6 months in an isolation room. By God's grace, He healed my liver, but I ended up having chemotherapy and a bone marrow transplant. During this very difficult period, I felt God's love, and I was filled with the Holy Spirit for the first time and prayed in tongues with my parents. Once I left hospital, I had to be very careful not to get ill, such as getting colds and coughs. I also had my childhood vaccinations again, so as a result, I completed my A levels from home. We weren't able to go to church during this period. So in 20 summer of 2016, I got baptized at home in the bathtub, which is a bit unusual. Then in 2017, my health had got to a point where my parents and I could go to church again. We decided to come back to Wimvin. In February 2018, I became the bookkeeper for Wimvin. This was back when we were having a lot of renovations on the church. Mark Isles was Wimvin's accountant at the time. He trained me and taught me a lot, such as how to produce reports, do the monthly payroll. He helped develop my bookkeeping skills as well as setting up a new accounting software. Then, as we all know, COVID came on the scene in 2020, so my consultant told me I needed to work from home due to my health. A few weeks later, roughly half the Winbin staff were on furlough while the others worked remotely, and so I didn't feel any different to anyone else. It was a huge blessing that Stephen Martin had introduced Google Drive in 2019, so we were able to store all our invoices online and function well from a bookkeeping point of view. But as time went on, most people came back to Winvin. Unfortunately, due to my health, had to work from home still. Mark and I were having Zoom calls to discuss the church finances, working on things like payroll. I believe in 2021, Mark retired from being Winvin's accountant and Simon then took on that role. We produce quarterly forecasts for the trustees. It's a bit like the weather. It's not easy forecasting what's going to happen in the future, but the trustees use this to help them plan and produce budgets. In terms of diving into the detail, some of the weekly tasks include posting the donations and other income like room hire we receive, plus posting the expenses in our accounting software. I also make bank payments, such as passing on your donation to our global partners, issuing room hire invoices. Some of the monthly tasks include doing a monthly payroll, submitting the pension contributions to our pension provider, claiming gift aid. I create a variety of reports for the leadership. One such report produces an overview of the different budgets we have, such as youth, looks at their income and expenses and compares the surplus with their budgets. The main yearly task involves preparing our accounts ready for the auditor to review. I also have annual reviews with the bank where we look at our credit facilities and our mortgage. Hopefully, this gives you a better understanding of who I am, what I do behind the scenes for Winvin, and why you're not seeing me face to face today. If you ever need to contact me, I work for Winvin on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. My email is samuel@winchestervineyard.org. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.